People say that we have only two mitzvot, that all of the body, all of the life go inside them. The mitzvah of Sukkah, sitting in the Sukkah for 7 days, all of the life, all of the body goes inside the Sukkah. We eat in the Sukkah, sleep in the Sukkah, play in the Sukkah, talk in the Sukkah. And the mitzvah of dwelling, living in the land of Israel. Obviously, all of the life is part of the mitzvah. Actually, there is a deep connection between those two mitzvot. And in the next few minutes, I want to show you just a few links between them. The Talmud Yerushalmi looks at the pasuk of sitting at the Sukkah. Basukot teshvu shiv'at yamim, dwell in the Sukkah for 7 days. And the Yerushalmi asks, how do we know that sitting in the Sukkah means eating in the Sukkah, sleeping in the Sukkah? Maybe it just means take a chair, sit down in the Sukkah for a few minutes a day and go out. Who said it's living in the Sukkah? And the Yerushalmi learns it from the mitzvah of Eretz Israel, that living in the land of Israel. והורשתם את הארץ, וירשתם אותה, וישבתם בה. You should conquer the land of Israel and sit or dwell in the land of Israel. So the Yerushalmi does a connection between those two mitzvot. There's also another connection between them. It's a famous thing that Sukkot is a holiday of happiness. Ve'ha'ita ach sameach. You should be only happy. Also, living in the land of Israel has happiness in it. Ve'haya ki tavo el haaretz, says the Torah in the beginning of Parashat Ki Tavo, before we bring the Bikurim and all the happy ceremony and the way to the temple. And the commentaries say that Ve'haya ki tavo, it's a language of happiness. Again, there's a link between those two things. What makes these two commandments, those two mitzvot, a happy mitzvah? And it could be exactly the point we started with. The fact that all of our body, all of our life is inside the mitzvah. You see, what is happiness? What makes us happy? Is it a joke? Is it when we laugh? No. A joke, maybe we laugh from it. It doesn't necessarily make us happy. The word simcha, Rav Kook explains in a few places, and not just Rav Kook, many other rabbis explain too, comes from harmony, when all of the pieces are connected together, when our spiritual part is connected to the materialistic part, when people are united together. That is when we feel happy. And that is what is special about those two mitzvot. Living in the land of Israel and for 7 days living in the Sukkah. We don't stop for a few moments a day and say, okay, now I'm leaving everything. Now I'm not connected to eating. I'm not connected to my work. Now I'm doing a mitzvah. No, we say, you can do the mitzvah in the Sukkah. Everything is connected. Eating, sleeping, holiness, being spiritual, everything can be done inside these walls here. And the same in the land of Israel. It unites us. All the materialistic aspects of life are actually part of a great spiritual world. In a few moments, we'll be going to this special holiday of Sukkot. A holiday where all of us unite as a nation. All of the nation can sit theoretically in one big sukkah, and it unites all of our parts of our existence. Our body, our soul, everything is united between the walls and underneath the schach. We wish you all Chag Sukkot Sameach, a great holiday of Sukkot, of uniting, harmony and happiness.